That's good.
It's the other chair you want.
Okay. Thank you, buddy. Hello, Kelly. How are you doing? So glad you are here. Melanie, how are you doing? So glad that you are here. Give me a couple shakes here. Just waiting on a few more people to come in. And please, by all means, hit that like button. So glad that you are here. Thank you so much for being here. Mike, Paranormal Investigator, how are you doing? As a matter of fact, let me do this. That is way too low. Let me do this and this. Okay. And Mike, Paranormal.
Acknowledge me.
Kelly Lavoie.
Acknowledge me.
Melanie.
Acknowledge me.
Natalie Wolf.
Acknowledge me.
Diane G is in the house.
Acknowledge me.
Foxy Escapes in the house.
Acknowledge me.
Hold on 1 second. I just realized I didn't have something on here. Let me get, no, not that. Let me go here, here, there. Okay, let me acknowledge y'all again. And let me do, as a matter of fact, Foxy G, hold on a second here. Let me do that. Thank you so much for being here. And now let me welcome you all again, starting off with Kelly Lavoie.
Acknowledge me.
Melanie.
Acknowledge me.
Natalie Wolf.
Acknowledge me.
Mike Paranormal.
Acknowledge me.
Diane G.
Acknowledge me.
Foxy Escapes.
Acknowledge me.
Mama Rock is in the building.
Acknowledge me.
RPI Paranormal.
Acknowledge me.
Andy, I'm hoping that you are doing good, my brother, or even if this is his wife, you are both so welcomed here. Thank you so much for being here. I missed somebody. Joyful Steph is in the house.
Acknowledge me.
Thank you guys so much for being here. As a matter of fact, Mama Rock, I'm going to send you a link here. Let me grab it. And give me 1 second here. 1 second here. Get off of this. And I believe I have Mama Rock on. I believe I have you on, I want to say, let me find out here. I believe I have you on, I want to say, no, I thought I did. I got Lou Rock here. So let me do this. Let me send this to Lou. Okay, and then let me go back and I'm going to, I believe I have you on, I want to say X, Mama Rock, AKA Twitter. So let me go through my Twitter here and I'm going to dig these up. Let's see here. Where are, I know I got you in here, Mama Rock. I know I got you here. If I'm missing anybody, give me a couple seconds. I am looking up Mama Rock. And Foxy Escape, it's so good to see you. I haven't seen you in forever and a day. So let me do this. Okay, Mama Rock, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put it right there in the chat, Mama Rock. And I do appreciate you for being here, Mama Rock. Thank you so much for being here. And then I got to look up one more person here. Let me find her. Where are you? I just had you and I lost you. Just in case she comes in late, there she is. And I'm gonna put right here. And then I'm gonna rock, just in case. Okay. There. I got the formalities out of the way. How is everybody doing tonight? I'm hoping that you guys are having a wonderful night. Hope you had a wonderful day. Mark the Spider Guy is in the house.
Acknowledge me.
Mickey G is in the house.
Acknowledge me.
Thank you guys so much for being here. You guys are so wonderful. And I want to bring up here on the panel right now, first and foremost, wonderful, wonderful friend of ours. We love her so dearly, and we're glad that she's making her way back slowly but surely. She is the one and only Mama Rock. So everybody, let's give a huge shout out and a nice big welcome to Miss Mama Rock. And I am so glad I sent you. Yeah, I was going to say. Thank you so much, Mama Rock, for being here. That was for you. And Mark the Spider Guy, you've been here before, so let me give you this nice, big, shiny blue wrench. There you are. How you doing, Mama Rock?
I'm good. How about you?
I am doing wonderful. And everybody in the chat, I just want you to know that just like the title says, today is What's Your Paranormal Story? If you have a story also in the chat and you'd like to share it, just let me know. I have that link right there to Zoom. I'm going to leave it in there and then I'll re-scroll it again, of course. So that way, if you have a paranormal story that you would like to tell, I'll bring you up here and you can tell your story. I love to hear them. Some crazy things that might have happened. You never know. I love to hear them. And I'm quite sure everybody that's here would like to hear them too. And I'm also so glad that Mama Rock is making her way back. Everybody, she does have a channel. So make sure you go by, check out Mama Rock's channel. Even though they're older right now, but don't worry, because she's coming back. Slowly but surely, she is coming back. Christina, I sent you a link on Messenger. So it is in your Messenger. Shelly, how are you doing? Mom of an Angel and Cassie. Oops, I was getting ready to push the wrong one. How are you both doing? I'm hoping you're having a great...
Acknowledge me.
Val, how are you doing?
Acknowledge me.
Thank you guys so much. Hopefully that you did hit that like button. I really do appreciate it if you did. And if you can, share us out. We'd love for you to do that too. And if it's your first time here, anybody that's just out there lurking, and it's your first time here, don't be afraid to hit that little red button and be a
Hey,
part.
Christina.
So yeah, Mama Rock, she's got some good stories for us. That I know because I talked to her yesterday and she says she's got some stories for us. So you guys want to hear a story from Mama Rock? Let's see how many yes I can get. Or a yes, or a yay, but no nays.
No names.
We don't want no nays. So I want everybody, and as a matter of fact, everybody in here, if you have a channel, I also want you to do me a favor now that you have a blue wrench and put your channel in the chat. Daryl Stanley, how are you doing?
Acknowledge me.
Val said, I am okay. It was rough work weekend. I'm glad I'm home now, relaxing. I hope you all are good. We are good. Now that you're here, we are great. And I'm hoping that you can just sit back, kick back, relax, and enjoy the show. Glenn, my boy Glenn Pierce is in the house.
Acknowledge me.
How you doing, Glenn? our good brother from across the pond. So glad that you are here. And Glenn, if you have a paranormal story, man, you can come up here too. I'm gonna put the link in the chat again, just in case anybody wants to come up. So, as a matter of fact, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna post this link. I'm going to pin it. That way, that link will be right there. If anybody wants to come up, feel free to come up and give us your paranormal story. We'd love to hear it. Mike, paranormal investigator, if you got a paranormal story, come on up.
Hey,
We'd
Glenn
love to.
Pierce.
Yes, Glenn is in his house. So glad he's here. I sent Lou um, a link just in case. Just in case.
Yeah, I think he's over on D Live tonight.
Is he? Cap said,
Yeah. No, I think in his own
oh,
zone.
I didn't know he went back to doing D Live.
He's been hanging out at D Live for quite some time now.
I did not know that, and I haven't been on D Live forever. I did not know. I'm glad, but I know now.
Yeah, a lot of people haven't. I actually haven't been there that like here. I'm weaving my way back, you know.
Right. That's why I said you're slowly coming in and you're coming back, and I'm so
I don't
glad.
know about slowly. This is 2 nights in a row, dang it.
That's true too.
You
Hey,
know?
get your feet wet so you can get used to it again. Pancho,
Right. That's
how are you doing?
Acknowledge me.
But Mama Rock's got a nice
um,
story to share with us. I'm gonna give her the floor now. Mama
who,
Rock,
me?
yes.
Why
We
you gotta do that all the time?
I'm gonna give you the floor because this is your time to shine, and we'd love to hear your story.
All right. Well, this is something I moved into this house right here in what I think it was 2018 or 15. No, it was 2015. And I'm when I moved in, the first thing that I noticed was there was a couple rooms in the house. No matter if you had the heat on 100, they would feel like 30 below. You know, it's just like,
Mhm.
oh, Jesus, what is going on here? And I tried everything. I even put electric heater in the room, and it was almost like the wall was opened and air could just come through into the house. And that one particular room was like a refrigerator. I used to actually put my sodas in there and stuff to keep them cold. I'll utilize it if you want to keep it cold. Use it as a refrigerator. What the heck?
Right,
Well, one night, you guys know Noah the fam, right?
right.
Well, he was here on a visit, and he actually hadn't arrived yet. He was just about maybe half an hour out. And so I was in the kitchen and preparing food. I had Kathy in there with me, and I forget if there was anybody else, but she's sitting down, and Kathy's a real skeptic, and she doesn't like ghosts. She's scared of them.
Mm-hmm.
So we're sitting there, and Lou said, "Ma, open the door. Noah's coming in." So I got up, opened up the door, and just left it open for him to just walk through. So we're having a conversation about Lou and YouTube and ghosts and joking around and everything. And I started to peel some potatoes. I'm
Mm-hmm.
peeling potatoes. Noah walks in. He walks through the kitchen, down the hallway into where Lou had his room at the time, which was upstairs, because I was downstairs before.
Right.
And he got to the door inside where Lou's room was, which is about a good 10 feet, 15 feet away from where the kitchen is. And maybe even more. I'm just like not good with measurements. Okay, guys. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, he gets to the door and he turns around and he says, "Hey, Mama Rock." And, didn't say nothing to me when he walked by. But when he got to the door, he realized he didn't say hi. He turned around. As soon as he turned around, my red trash can that was sitting up against the wall,
Mm-hmm.
the top lifted on it, and it shot under the table and hit Kathy right in the feet. And Kathy jumped up from the table and she said, I'm done with this. You're the one that likes to play with ghosts. And she went upstairs, slammed her door, and stayed there. I just sat there with my mouth open, like peeling my potato, like, did this really just happen? And why would the trash can? I was trying to figure out why would the trash can lift its cover and then fly?
Right.
I tried to figure it out 10 different ways. I was like, maybe when he went by, he hit it and it just popped up and whatever, right? But he had long been down the hall when this happened. And so I was like, oh God. So I was telling people about it online and I said, I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Right. You sound like Ray Parker Jr. I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
That ain't a nice thing to say when you are actually inviting them to come hang around.
Very true.
All right. Because what ended up happening to me, and I was talking about this earlier, I went upstairs and I was hanging curtains, and you probably remember this, Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hanging curtains. Now I get up on a little bed and I stand up, and a lot of you might remember this. I turned around to walk off the bed like I was just walking on the floor, and I walked right into the ceiling fan, and it blew me right to the floor. It
Wow.
knocked me out for a few minutes.
I
When I
bet.
came to, when I came to my head, I had my hand on my head and it was just full of blood. And I'm thinking to myself, Jan, you did it again. This is the second time you said you ain't scared of no ghost. And this is the second time you got clocked. Because the first time I ever did that, I ended up flying down the basement stairs and breaking my hand, my wrist, and my fingers all in one swoop. So I learned to respect ghosts or spirits because they can see us, but we can't see them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of like, hey. But last night I told you the story about a visit in one of the apartments I lived in Holyoke.
Yes. Yes, I
And
want
that
that.
that that was where it all started for me, but I wasn't aware of that at the time. I had I had my son, he was only a few days home. We were home from the hospital, and
Mm-hmm.
my grandmother had passed away, and she had tried really hard to hold on until my son was born. She wanted to be, she wanted to see her grandson, her great grandson. She just wanted that. And so she had passed in February, and he was born in April, the first week of April,
Mm-hmm.
which coincided with her birthday because her birthday was like April 15th, and my son was born on the 6th of April.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in this apartment in my room, and I have the crib in my room, and behind the crib is, oh, it's a little tiny window, like maybe that wide, it's maybe 14 inches wide, and it's tall. It goes all the way up to the ceiling.
Right.
And I had like these oriental shades that I had on that because it was little and it just came down really cool like a fan. Well, the baby is a few feet from the window, and I have this rocking chair in my room where I would sit with the baby and rock him if he cried or was hungry or whatever, and I didn't want to get up. I could sit in the chair and do whatever I needed to do. Well, I woke up. The baby wasn't crying or anything. I woke up, I sat up straight, And I looked and I see this shadow move from the rocking chair
Mhm.
all the way. I can see the whole thing because of the light coming through in the window. It was like silhouetting this. And it went over to the crib, stood there, waved back and forth for a few minutes. And I had this feeling I wasn't as scared. I wasn't really afraid, but I was scared to death, is the only way I could describe it. I had a
Right.
feeling of it wasn't there to harm anyone, yet it scared the pants right off of me. I'm hitting my husband, tell him, get up, look at this. And of course, he's not moving quick enough.
Right.
It stayed there for those few minutes, and then all of a sudden, it was like it just went up and it was gone. And I was so scared that I made my husband move me out of that apartment because I didn't at the time think about it. It wasn't until a conversation with my stepmom where she told me, she said, that was your grandmother. And after that, I was in tune with the fact that, oh wow, yeah, that's cool, you know. And so that was my venture when I started to watch paranormal videos,
Mhm.
um, and things like that nature. And I would go get books and read them. And I was also still taking courses from ministry and other things in college. So I would go into the library there, get films and get different things and watch them. And it just built my interest more and more and more and more. But it was not nothing that I actually went forward with or even gave a third or fourth thought until Lou Rock started with it. I was almost amazed when he started with it because, of course, he came in with EVPs and things like that I had never even heard of yet.
Right.
You know, so, but several times I feel like I'll drive down the street in my car and I'll get a scent of some kind of a familiar cologne.
Hi, Tony.
Or a perfume even. I don't know what it is. All I know is it's a sweet smell and it's something in my past that I know.
Was it
And
a lilac smell or?
no, it's like this. I gotta think about how to describe it. It's I always think it's like heavenly. It's such it's a sweet floral. It's a everything smell. It just has this aroma to it, and I still haven't figured out what it is, but
Like a potpourri
That's what I was.
of different scents.
like a bouquet of flowers
Yeah,
with
like
all different
potpourri.
scents in it. And I get this every now and then, like I'll be driving down the street in the car, all the windows are up, and all of a sudden I get this hint of a smell, and I'm like, and then I feel like something's with me, not sure what it is, but I get very quiet and I just concentrate on the smell, I'm like,
Right.
what is this? And every now and then, like I'll go upstairs, I'll walk up the stairs, I'm walking up the stairs, I get the same scent. I'm like, did somebody spray something or what is going on, Still haven't figured that one out. And it's normal for me to be somewhere and get that, oh my God, there it is again. What is that? Who is that? It's like,
Mhm.
and there's never anyone around me when I get the smell. And so it's just, if anybody knows what that is, please let me know because it's just something.
Yeah, Lunatic Foggy said, I smell Marbs every now and then, and that was my dad's favorite cigarette. Okay, so he smoked Marlboro, your dad.
Right? right? See, I don't know what the smell is. It's familiar to me though. I've smelt it. And when I smell it, I love the smell of it. I would just like to find something that replicates that smell. You
Did
know,
you
like a perfume or a lotion or something. I don't know.
did your
But
grandmother? Do you remember any of the perfumes that your grandmother might have used?
I don't. I really don't. She was old, and I think most of the perfumes that she had smell like uh old lady stuff, you know, just
Oh, like Bengay. That's not even.
like, you know, just I don't know. There's just this scent from years ago that's still in the back of my brain, and it's not that scent. This is just something like nothing I can't describe it.
That's
All I
weird.
know is it's just when I get that smell, I'm just like, I want to get lost in it, you know?
Hello, Colleen. Welcome to the stream, fam.
Acknowledge me.
Wow, that's
Hey,
you know what?
Polly,
I've had
Nagzima. Yeah, that would be pretty
you
good.
know I've had that happen too, where I had smells that I've never experienced before. You know,
Yeah.
when I went to, as a matter of fact, when I went to a cemetery with Ghost Mafia, we went to, I can't think of the name of the as a matter of fact, it's on the video, and he was talking about a certain smell that came off of a headstone. And from a distance, you couldn't smell it, but then as you got closer, you could. And he was like, "See what I'm talking about?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do." But then when you walked away, you didn't smell it anymore. It was always in that vicinity. So that's just weird. And that smell,
Yeah.
I still remember it.
Yeah. And it's just like I said, with this scent, it's something I know in my head. I've smelt it somewhere before, but I don't know where. I don't know if it would be Avon from my grandmother Diane G, but it's the smell is just something so
Mm-hmm.
good.
I,
You know,
I, I
it's
don't think
soft,
Avon,
sweet.
I don't think Avon existed yet when Mama Rock was a child.
You better
Oh,
watch your
stop,
shit
of
there,
course.
Homer.
Hello, Jason Finch.
And
I had that experience recently. I went to the cemetery to visit my mother and ended up doing a live stream, and I took everybody, and thank goodness for Kim because she looked at the map and told me where to go to. I found my mother, but I couldn't find my uncle. My great uncle is buried a little away from her. So we were walking through the cemetery and it was hot. I was sweating. And I get to this one part, because we're on our way out, and I'm like, what the heck? It smells like funeral, like when you walk into a funeral parlor and there's all those flowers. Like you said, it was just a whole big array of, it smelled exactly like I walked into a funeral home and they had all the flowers out. And I'm like, holy cow, that's weird. And I'm looking around on the live stream and I'm like, I don't see any flowers here. Like, and it just, the scent was so heavy. And I went from sweating to all of a sudden the wind picked up and my ears literally froze that I had to practically run out of the cemetery. My ears were so cold. Like, so they were almost frozen and they hurt for like, I couldn't wait to get in front of my house, and I was sweating. It was literally like, it was, the change in temperature was like not even 30 seconds from I was sweating to now my ears are frozen.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
PBA. Holy smokes. PBA, welcome to the stream. Let me acknowledge you.
Acknowledge me.
Jason Finch.
Wait, is this
Acknowledge me.
PBA?
Acknowledge me.
How you doing, PBA?
That's real. Oh, and Regina, how are you doing?
Acknowledge me.
How about you, Boomer? Well, I just discovered yesterday that you live across the street from a cemetery.
Two.
2 cemeteries,
Yeah.
which to
Um,
kind of
not a lot of my experiences I can say are directly related to that, really, other than the constant, traffic through. Some people believe there's a portal within my apartment or whatever, which causes spiritual traffic and stuff, but I can't say yay or nay to that.
right.
But hello Noel.
Hi, sweetie.
So that hasn't been a big factor
Hi.
that I know of,
How are
because I
you? I'm
can't.
sorry, I'm moving.
Yeah, she's breaking up real bad.
Yeah, you're breaking up really bad there, Noel.
But yeah, I haven't discovered anything definitive that would suggest the uh what's the word I'm looking for?
Activity.
Activity, thank you.
Mhm.
To explain the activity here, specifically to that fact that there's 2 huge cemeteries across the street. But my last huge experience here
Rock is Barton.
was and no, it wasn't the boxes falling in the hallway. That was not that big. Anyway, couple years ago, it was when I had my very first set of CCTs, and I only had 3 at the time. One in my bedroom, one in the kitchen, and one in the living room.
On what, Facebook?
So that night, one night, it's about
I think it's
a little after 2 a.m., I think it was, if I remember right. And it's for me in IRL, it began with a dream. Now, for my but there could have been an event while I was sleeping that started that I'm not aware of that led up to this whole thing. So for me, from my perspective, I was having a dream, and it started out to be a pretty good dream. One of those dreams lonely men have. It kind of started out that way, and somehow I ended up in like this warehouse area type thing.
Right.
And I'm lying down, kind of hogtied onto this conveyor thing. So as I'm going up this conveyor, tied down to it, this black, dark mass starts coming toward me. And as soon as it gets just about a couple feet away, I wake up. I wake up flat on my back, looking up at the ceiling, and right in front of my face is that black figure. That it was a smoky black figure. The only way I could describe it is if you eliminate the bony stuff, is either a Grim Reaper, or closer to describe it would be, if anybody knows the Harry Potter, the Dementors in Harry Potter is the best way I can describe what these things look like, or what this thing looked like. But as soon as I open my eyes and I look up, and for the lack of a better term, we lock gaze, it whiffs away through the bedroom closet door and disappears. So I'm laying there, I'm giving it a few seconds to kind of regather my thoughts and stuff, and I notice it's about 20 after 2, something like that. And so I'm like, after I shake it off, I immediately go to my cameras to see if the bedroom camera caught anything.
Now I can talk to you guys. Hi.
And
I was
hi.
at movies. Sorry about that. The movie just
Nah, bro.
ended.
Nah, bro.
Yeah,
So
so
the first thing I do is I go to my CCT footage to see if I could capture to have proof of that black figure that I saw.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it turns out that the camera wasn't pointing down directly because where this one is now
so
toward the corner.
what is that black figure? Is it a demon or is it like
I to this day I still don't know. I'm not sure what it is. I haven't figured out exactly what it was, but the camera, I was hoping I could catch it on camera, but the camera was looking toward the door and not down toward my bed. So I didn't catch it near me. But when I played it back, I noticed like this little glitch right at the end, and then it came back. And then I said, well, let's check out the other
you know
cameras.
what happened to
And
Annabelle? Is that true? These people get killed.
I don't know. But
Do you think
Well, I met the guy who was the handler for Annabelle, and he was found.
he passed away? He
Yeah.
passed away. Like how? Yeah,
Nobody knows how he passed away.
all these
Um,
codes. Yep, there's 4 cards.
Just another one of them things that a lot of people like to assume that it has to do with the doll. He dealt with the doll on a daily basis. The chances of something happening to him while being in possession of the doll were 50-50 in my opinion. Especially he did this for a job. He traveled around with Annabelle.
He passed away. He did.
He passed away,
He
but
did.
I'm not necessarily sure you can blame it on the doll, is what I'm saying.
Oh, that makes sense.
Lou, I'm glad you are here, bro. Let me acknowledge
How are
you.
you, Lou?
Acknowledge me.
How's it going?
How's you going, bro?
Pretty good, man. Let me change my name here. It's my D-Live name.
That's okay. You keep it, Mr. Green Jeans.
all right. So anyway, to finish up, I reviewed the footage of all 3 cameras, and the oddity that I noticed was it started with the kitchen camera, it went out for about a couple of seconds and came back on. And I noticed the timestamp that was just before I woke up. And then the bedroom camera went out and came back. Just right at the moment, this entity, for lack of a better term, whisked away, and within a second after that, the living room camera knocked out. Now, the craziness of it all, that whole process took exactly 13 seconds.
Wow.
From the kitchen camera going out, the bedroom camera going out, and the living room camera going out, that whole process, there was a difference of 13 seconds within that time frame. And to this day, I have yet to figure out what this dark figure was that I woke up to inches from my face. So,
That's
and nothing really
Going on
major.
to what happened?
Nothing really major happened since then either. That was like the last thing that's happened here, and that was 5 years ago, 6 years ago, something like that.
wow.
But yeah, it was pretty intense. I mean,
Can I join? Like, can I join after when I get home, please?
I'm
Can I
sorry.
join? Can I join after when I get home, please.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah, if we're still on. Yeah, you can jump.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Yeah. And Mike, paranormal investigators, if you'd like to come up, it's right up there. If you hit that where it says any agenda blogs and then some, it's a link right there to this Zoom. Come on up and tell your paranormal story. Anybody out there, if you have a story, please come on up. We'd love to hear it. It then got
Yeah,
quiet.
I don't
Hey,
even like deal with this whole Annabelle story. I'm so over it. It's so overplayed as far as I'm concerned.
Oh
So
yeah, I was reading that too. Mike said Annabelle is now in the hands of Ed and Lorraine's son, is now in possession of the doll. Is this true or not? Are they
the
auctioning the house?
what's that?
Are they auctioning the house?
Well,
I
they
can
closed the museum a while ago. So
I
they closed the museum, and I think they want to sell it to someone. And that's why he was traveling with the
where
doll.
did we hear this? Because I know Tony Spera. I know the son-in-law. I know these people.
Oh, I read it on a news story that they had
Oh,
they're
okay.
selling the yeah, they're
He might be
selling
selling now. I don't
yeah.
think he was really interested in selling
You can't get
Tony.
Right. It
But
was just closed the museum before. They had it
the
closed, and
muse
that's why he was traveling with the doll. They hadn't planned to sell it until just recently.
the museum is the house. It it's it's behind the house. There's a garage behind the house that they set up as the museum. The museum actually used to be the basement of the house, but they moved it from the basement to the back of the house. And Dan used to travel with the doll all around because they do these paracons, and they used to move around different pieces because they don't have just Annabelle. They have a bunch of different pieces
yeah,
at the museum. And so this is a business that they do. So it's not like these things are just put in the museum and never brought out. They're brought to places all the time. We were invited to Foxwoods Casino on Halloween right after we had went to the museum. And in fact, me, Yasko, and James were the first ones to go in the museum in years. Like Tony, he said it. He was like, I haven't let nobody in this museum in like 10 years. So we were the first ones to go in there in a long time. James was there for about 3 minutes before he started projectile vomiting. I actually have the video. I could
I was
share it
gonna
with
say you
you.
got a video, yeah.
I could share it with you if you want, but
Yeah, you want to? You want to?
I have it. You want me to pull it up? I can, yeah.
Yeah. Can you do it on your?
Yeah, I can do it on mine, and it's only about a minute, I think.
No, that's cool.
Let's see.
I remember it in person. That stuff was gross.
You know, and I'm starting to think that because I remember when y'all went there, Lou, and I think this is when all you guys started taking a change in y'all's lives.
Yeah,
No,
Luce,
you know what? Actually,
that was
you're
at
right.
another
No, you're right. But when we met Annabelle, things had already went awry. I think things went bad when James first went to Bobby Mackey's.
Mm-hmm.
Things started going so fucking horrible. And then when we went to this place in Vermont called The Nest, that's like when it all started. And then it's been like dragged out. It's been like years of oppression. It's been bad. So here, how do I share here?
Have a good night, Regina. Just go in there where it says share.
All right, I gotta send a request. There you go. Request has been sent.
Okay.
So share. Do you want to continue? Yes. Okay. Yep.
Everyday
Okay,
treasures,
sure.
welcome to the chat, fam.
Acknowledge me.
And Beth.
Acknowledge me.
Is it showing this full screen here?
Well, because I see it, so yeah, it's
Okay, good. So this
We're
is
seeing it on Zoom though.
you're seeing it on Zoom. What do you mean?
I'm looking at both screens and on YouTube.
Yeah, there's a delay, but it's
Oh,
on.
that's what it is. I forgot.
All right, so this is just
Hold on.
footage of Ed in the Rain. This is their museum, the stuff, and then James is at the end of it. Like, this was what I made for his video. This was the intro that I made for James's video.
But the doll that's in the museum that was in the movie is not the original
That's the
doll
doll.
in
Yes, it
question,
is.
right? There
Yeah,
it is. That's the
That's
one.
the original doll.
Yeah.
It sure is.
Yeah, that one. The one at the
So,
James video
look at-
was the one
this
from
is
the
James.
movie.
So
There's
Tony,
James getting
Tony's
weak.
trying to change the subject. You can hear James.
I'm still not seeing it.
You
on
don't
YouTube.
have the sound going.
Oh, I didn't have the sound going.
uh-uh.
Yeah, there's no sound.
Great.
But did y'all really want to hear somebody throwing up though?
Yeah, it's fine. Anyways, that was Tony starts like trying to change the subject, but James wasn't there for 2
Oh, there
minutes.
wasn't any dialogue in there?
No.
Oh, okay.
We decided who was gonna go first. We were all gonna do a half hour in the museum. So James decided to go first. I was being his camera guy for him. And so I'm sitting there
Right.
holding the camera, and he goes in front of the Annabelle doll for 2 minutes. And there was a live stream going at the same time. And he's there for 2 minutes, and you could just see like sweat start to drip down the side of his face. Bro, he threw up for a good 2 to 3 minutes straight of just that's not healthy. You can die from that. Like,
That's true.
and yeah, it was not just like one throw up and he was done. It was projectile vomiting for 3 minutes straight. Tony was worried, I was worried, Dan was worried. It was nuts.
Let me ask you this. What's the deal with Matt Rife and Elton Castile?
They're the ones that bought the Warren Ed and Lorraine Museum and the home.
They ended up buying it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they bought it. They doing a what they call, it says right here, they intend to manage the property and its collection for at least 5 years.
Did that just happen just recently?
They bought it late July, early August 2025.
Oh, yeah.
I think after what happened, Tony was probably done. And he said, let me get rid of it. Because from the talk that I had with him, he wasn't really interested in selling.
That said, I don't know who she's referring to, but said they just bought it.
Yeah, they must have just bought it because
he's a comedian.
And you know that Dan and Tony were like this. They were like best friends, man. That was like his right-hand man. So when he passed, it's like his business partner passed, his friend passed. They're very spiritual people. Tony, very spiritual person, very real, just like us, man. Just like when I met him, it was just like meeting another person that was in touch with that side of things and somebody that didn't ever throw doubt towards that stuff because he was in the thick of it. And we talked for a while about a lot of different things. What happened to James? We talked about what James went through in Bobby Mackey's, and we all sat in the kitchen of the Ed and Lorraine Warren house, and we all talked for like 2-3 hours where we weren't even filming, and we were just talking about experiences that we had. Yeah, I just think that Dan passing must have been really rough on Tony, and
Yeah,
I
'cause
don't.
Yeah, I mean, I did a little rest in peace video, and but more, not so much that the doll had anything to do with it, because that's what everybody was saying. And I'm like, what about the poor guy, all the things he did? I didn't know that he almost single-handedly, when Lorraine was sick near the end, took care of her. Like, he good guy.
They were
Yeah.
all tight. They were all super tight. They're family. They're not just friends. They're family. It it was really a pleasure meeting Dan, and it was an honor meeting him. And I'm sad to hear what happened, but you got to think of it like this: the guy had so much contact with this thing that.
Well, all those things,
Yeah. But what I mean is, like, it was his job. So the chances of you passing away at your job are pretty high.
Right.
You're at your job 50% of your life, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So, and he was very spiritual. He was very protected. Like, he knew what to do when it comes to protecting himself with stuff. I don't think Tony touched that doll at all. I think Dan was the only one that really they made sure that not too many people actually handled that doll.
Right. Hello, Michelle Wolfung and K-Dog. Hello, welcome.
I called Tony after Dan passed and sent my condolences. And unfortunately, we deal with these demonic things doing this sometimes. I mean, a lot of the places that we go to, sometimes we don't even know the entities that could be there,
Right. Hello, A.L. Skinner.
Hey, Andrew.
But see, that's the dangers of going to these places, like they say, seeking ye shall find.
Oh yeah, you will find it too. Trust me.
Right.
Go looking. I
Right.
don't. No. I'm sorry. I don't mean that. I mean, if you go looking, you will
Right.
find it, because I'll tell you firsthand experience. I went looking and found way more than I was looking for. That's for sure.
Right.
And sometimes you don't even have to go looking.
That's why I don't go looking, because I don't have to. Shit.
I remember, like, really before I started really diving into, I wasn't really doing much. I had just moved. My mother had just passed away. So I was upset about that, and I was basically on borderline atheist at that point, because I was so mad at the world, for my mother. So I had just moved to Long Island, and I didn't even have my deck built yet. And there was, like, I don't know, 3 little wood steps that the guy made me just to get off the deck. And I had sliding doors, and that was it. There was no covering of the deck or whatever. And so we had just literally moved in, and we were fixing the place up. And I think it was like the 3rd night, and I hear this noise, like, and I knew it was some sort of animal, but I never heard that call that it made. I'm like, what the heck is that? And I tried to look out the kitchen window, which was very small, and I'm short, and I just saw, like, black fur. So I'm like, oh, it must be some kind of dog, although it was so big. I was like, do they have bears in Long Island? Like, I wasn't sure, So 2 days go by, and my son's father came to stay, And I hear the call again, and I wake him up. It's like 3 a.m, and I'm like, "Do you hear this?" And he's like, "Yeah, it sounds like an African banshee, which is some kind of dog kind of animal in Africa." And I'm like, "We're not in Africa." So I run and I go to the sliding door and I pull open the curtain and I look, and this thing is walking. It was walking by. Once it saw me and we made eye contact, I almost had a heart attack. It was, if it stood up, it would have been 7 feet tall at least.
Oh
That's
my.
great.
It had the ears of a wolf, but it had a long snout like a pig. It had a tail like a lynx, and its back legs were like where the knees were like bent backwards, and it was like paws like a wolf too. It was not any kind of animal that exists that I ever heard. And I went looking, and I'm like, is it a bear? Is it a boar? What the heck is? I'm like, they don't have those tails. And I'm looking at it, and it looks at me, and it takes off. And my dumb ass, I'm like, do I open? So I opened the door to go to look at it because I'm like, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It was gone, totally gone, like it. And when you would shoot across my yard, you would either have to turn to go down the block, or you'd go right into the neighbor's yard. I would still have line of sight. So when I opened the door and looked, and it was nowhere, I'm like, what the hell? It was so crazy. So I told my friend that we would drive to work in the mornings together. And I don't drive. He drove, and I was the passenger. I was like, I saw a bear. It must have been a bear cub. And he's like, are you insane? And they were laughing at me for I don't know how long. It's like, yeah, Christina's the only one who sees Long Island bears. I'm like, well, what the hell was it? Like, nobody could tell me.
Let me ask you this, Christina.
Yeah.
What if it was the silhouette of a dog man?
It wasn't a silhouette. I could see its face, its eyes, its fur. It was solid. It was alive. That was no. I don't know what it was.
Because remember when we had Keith up here and he was talking about Dog Man, and everything that you described so far,
He said the same thing.
he said the exact same thing.
Oh, like a big pig snout?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. I don't know what it was, but I never in my life. And I never saw it again. Once it saw me, and like I said, it had come by at least twice that I know of.
Mike said, it sounds like a rake. Hello, T-Bone.
Like a rake? It could be. I don't know what it was. Thank God it didn't stand up and come at me, because it would have went through the glass. Obviously, it was just minding its business. But when we made eye contact, I was like, oh, crap. But it left. I was like, okay.
Hello, Tired Kimara. Is that Kamara? Tired Kamara?
Yeah, Chimera. I just call her Tired. She's cool with that. Hi, Tired.
Little Patty said it was a chupacabra.
Chupacabra, yeah.
I don't think so, because like the way its face was, his face was longer. He had those wolf ears, like kind of canine, but that big, humongous, long snout of like even a boar doesn't have that long of a snout. The snout was very long, like an elongated pig snout.
Well, not to tell a family secret, but my mother-in-law does. Don't tell anybody else. She can't help it. But anyway.
And then what got me was the tail too, because the tail was like one of those little nub tails, like a lynx. And I was like, why is it all these animals together? I literally was so confused. And like I said, I wasn't even doing paranormal at the time. I just know that thing was crazy. I wasn't looking for anything. I was minding my business, sleeping.
Wow. Mama Rock left us already?
Did she?
Yeah.
Dropped off.
Why'd you leave, Mama Rock? Everybody in the chat, by any chance,
Right.
if you have any paranormal stories to share, just come on up. Even if it's Bigfoot, if you've seen a UFO, if you've seen your mother-in-law naked, anything.
I got one actually for you.
Hellhounds aren't bipods. Beth.
Go ahead, Lou Rock. You got the floor.
All right, so I I was in it was actually only 2 streets over from here. It's in it's a Jewish cemetery that I visited a few times throughout my YouTube videos career. And I was going back on Halloween and I was bringing a dreidel and a couple other toys for these children because there was a grave that was marked unnamed children. And I had been there before and I promised that I would bring them back some gifts. So I'm bringing them some. I got a dreidel. It was like a dreidel. It was a top spinny thing. I got it from the dollar store. A couple other toys, some things that light up, like some Halloweeny type stuff too.
Mhm.
And I don't know Jewish tradition, but we're over there in Halloween, and so we're there, and it's the strangest freaking night ever because we're looking for the grave, and all the graves are moved. They're literally moved. They used to be a certain way. Well, they dug up the whole cemetery and moved it all this way. So we're there trying to figure out what's going on, and we can't find the grave. So we're looking around for this grave all night. We can't find it. We get into the minivan that we have and we start driving. Now, Lucid was with us. She's filming out of the passenger side, and on her camera, you can see in a video, she looks out her window, and there's this light coming out of the sky, and it's literally just like coming down and coming out of the sky. Her window's down, so it's not a reflection on the window. She's got the camera out of the window looking at this light. Well, while she's looking at a pretty light on her side, I'm driving and I look out the left side of the car, and while I'm driving in the cemetery, I see what looks like a humanoid being, white as a ghost, pale. It had pointed ears, a bald head, and it was running on its hands and feet like an ape almost, where the back feet and the front feet, it was running, and it was running fast enough to keep up with the minivan, which was going 15 to 20 miles an hour. We were inside a cemetery, so we were not going very fast. We were rolling along, but it was fast enough for this thing to keep up with it. It was pretty crazy. It was just boom, 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 and
Black Mirror can run up to 35 miles an hour.
So when I seen this thing, you can hear it in the video. I just go, and I scream like a bitch, like, because it scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, I've heard your bitch scream before.
You see a naked looking dude with fucking pointy ears at 3 a.m. in a Jewish cemetery, you might scream like a bitch too. And
you sure it wasn't a hairless sun bear?
I was with Jose, my son, and I was with Lucid, and you know what? The really crazy part wasn't the being that I seen. The crazy part was what Lucid caught on camera. There was a light. It looked like the size of a bottle cap, and the light was just like this. It was just floating down out of the sky. And then all of a sudden, when I scream, the light shoots off, and then she moves her camera over. It was a strange night, to say the least.
Now, did you go back there to see if the graves were back where they should have been, or?
I went back there and I actually did some research, and they actually did move the graves. The city did it. Yeah, it was actually a project that the city did. They had some problems with drainage and some stuff getting messed up there. So they literally picked up the whole cemetery and moved it like the other way. And
They've
but
had to do that for a few of them around here too. They had to
so
reposition
yep, they had to reposition.
plots so they wouldn't flood out.
I looked up the thing that I seen, and the thing that it looks like the most is the Wendigo, or Nosferatu. I would say it looked a lot like Nosferatu, like bald with pointy ears, and it looked humanoid, and it was
Never
spooky
heard
as
of
all
that
hell.
one. You'll have to just.
The Wendigo.
No, I know what a Wendigo is. The What'd you say?
Nosferatu was a character from a movie.
Yeah, the
The
Oh,
movie,
okay.
yeah, the movie was
All right.
called Nosferatu.
Oh, I
And
haven't seen that
so-
one yet.
The actor who played Nosferatu was a very weird, gaunt-looking guy who looked
Okay.
very strange. Well, the being that I seen looked like that.
All right, I'm gonna
And
Google that.
you know and I'm not trying to be like racist or slick or any of this stuff, but do you know the image that propaganda image that the Nazis would make of Jews with the big giant noses and the big ears, and
Yeah.
they'd make them look like demons?
Yes.
This looked like that, but real. Like it was strange.
Excuse me, do you believe in the a conjuring? There's a new one.
Oh, you
There's
talking
a
about
new
like
movie.
Conjuring
Yes,
House?
the conjuring. Have you ever, yeah. Are you guys believing that?
Well, the Conjuring is based off of the stories from Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Right.
Oh,
So, Ed and Lorraine, I put it like this, and I'm just gonna be honest. They helped me find my road back in the day, but there was a lot of things that they did. I don't
Discrepancies.
right.
Right.
Trying to find a word for it.
so is that really interesting? Is that wheel? Is that wheel the conjuring, or it's just made up?
We're all conjuring now.
All right.
Yes.
So there's, to the best of my knowledge, there's 3 out now, right? There's Conjuring,
There's
Conjuring,
way more
And
than
then
that.
the last one.
There's
The last one.
Okay,
There's way
well,
more
I've
than that, 'cause there's
seen
runoffs.
the first 2, and I
Same,
saw
me too.
parts of the 3rd one. After that, I
How
got
is it? How
disinterested.
is it? How is
The
it?
first one, okay, is what was
Yes.
based off their book and based off from true events, but they embellished a lot of it. So the first one really describes what, you know, the major thing is, and then Hollywood took it and ran with it and made sequels to it.
And
So
so
not
what
all
about
of it-
the
Not all
the
of them are
third one? I
directly
haven't
connected
see
to
it.
the
I
original
haven't
books
see
and
it.
stuff.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen the third one. What about
I
the
haven't
third
seen.
one? Is it good?
I started watching it and turned it off.
Is it good or is it not?
I
Is it good?
I can't make that
Can't.
determination for somebody else. But for me, I wasn't interested in seeing any more of them. After I watched the first 2, I just was disinterested. So
And
the first
so
one was thrilling. It was
am-
good, but
I am gonna see it on Sunday. I'm gonna see it on
Check it
next
out.
so
Sunday.
is
Yes,
that the
I
most
will.
recent one? How many are there total now?
3.
Does anybody
3.
know?
4 or 3.
There's a couple offshoots. There was The Nun, which is a
The
total
Nun, yes.
fake
Yeah,
story.
there's None 2 as well.
completely
Just came out too.
false.
Yeah, they're kind of
They
yeah.
put Morris in The Nun. Morris was, for one, never outside of this country. I'm
Who
friends.
is that? What is that? I'm sorry. What are we talking about?
The
I'm
Nun.
talking about a character from The Nun. His name was Morris Theriault.
Morris. I don't know.
And Morris was a real person who was the very first exorcism caught on film, and the Warrens filmed that the exorcism with Father Travis McKenna, and
Oh,
so The Nun has Morris in it as a character, but see, Morris was
Morris.
yeah, his
I
name was
don't
Morris.
So
Morris was
know
an
him.
American farmer from Whately, Massachusetts.
And how
in The Nun,
he passed away.
how did he pass?
Yes.
He killed himself with a shotgun
Why? Oh my gosh.
because he was possessed by a demon.
That's bad. That is.
It turned out bad for Morris. Morris got they did a exorcism for Morris, and they thought that things were good. Well, Morris had went home one day without anybody knowing. He sat there with the lights off. His wife came home.
Yeah, and
she walked in. He made her beg for her life. He blew her arm off. He shot her arm off with a shotgun and then killed himself.
Why? Because
He was possessed by a demon. Yeah.
And then what is going on with that? I don't know what's at this.
I believe in
story.
demonic possession for definite sure, because I know it's real because it's happened to me.
Can you tell me your story?
It's a very long. I couldn't tell you my story. It would take days to tell you about it, and it brings up a lot of emotions that I don't want to go through right now.
Okay,
Sorry.
I was just making sure. I want to hear the people's, your Eddie's story, and then
the short version. The short version is
yes.
I went looking for ghosts because I used to make ghost videos, and I ended up going to the wrong place and coming across the wrong entity that really showed me how scary things can get.
And it was interesting. It was like scary. Like it was
the most scariest.
It was scary as hell
in my life ever. In fact, it changed me, and I've never been the same since it happened. It took over 8 months to recover to a point where I could function normally around people.
Have you okay? Or you are like can function? Are you?
I'm doing better, is what I can say. Doing a lot better.
Never ever seen one ever in my whole entire life.
I would say don't ever go looking. There's a lot of things in this world that are real that you can't see, but they are there. And you don't have to believe in them for them to hurt you, like you need to protect yourself. And
I get it.
Me going and looking for this stuff was leaving myself open to an attack. So I got what was coming to me.
And how did you actually
can I address a question real quick?
Sure.
Sure.
In the chat, who asked it? Okay, Partridge asked if there's anybody here that was ever a part of or is a part of a actual paranormal group. I can say I've never been.
I have not.
Lou, I guess we could consider Lou had at one time, I guess.
What group?
But, I don't know if they mean like professionally. I don't think so, but
yeah, no, I've never been a part of a group.
Yeah, no professional group.
Not
no.
me.
I've done a lot of collabs.
I think Lou came the closest to being a part of a group of investigators individually.
Yes, we all.
As far as being,
we were a group of individuals that used to shoot videos.
Right. Yeah. I don't know if that's what you mean or.
I called the Long Island Paranormal group when I lived over there, and I was like, "Oh, I would like to." And they, first of all, they wanted you to pay to be in the group. Okay.
Why?
Like member fees, and then you had to be. And I worked full time, so I couldn't be there all the time. And then they wanted you to be available when they wanted you to be available, and you had to go. And I was like, "Yeah, okay, no." I'm like, so why I work alone or with my son only, or friends or whatever.
But Noel, If
Hey,
you
Cassie.
if you want to see the story that Lou Rock gave,
Yes, I do.
I have it on the live stream. I believe it's Conversation with Lou Rock. Look that up, and then you'll see the conversation that
What's everybody's YouTube? These channels. What's everybody's YouTube
Well-
channels?
Well, you're already on my YouTube channel.
Yes.
Mine is just Boomer D.
Boomer D. Okay.
Then Lou's is Lou Rock. Christina's is Christina and Son Ghost Squad.
Well, I thought Lou changed his to Lou Rock's Greenhouse.
I still you still got your paranormal.
Yes, the both
Yeah,
channels.
that's I have
Boomer
two
D.
channels.
Okay.
I'm making jokes.
Oh
God,
yeah,
wait
I
for me a
see you.
little
I
bit.
see you. I just subscribed to you. I just subscribed to Boomer D.
Thank you.
Welcome. And what about the other ones? Lou
Rock.
Rock, and then I subscribe to him
Christina and Son
also.
Ghost Squad is Christina.
That's me. Hi.
Okay, hi. So what's your, do you ever seen one before? Have you this story? I like these interesting
Well,
stories.
I've dealt with
I
a lot
do.
of things. Are you interested in a certain thing? I just told my story about a cryptid, and paranormal. I have a lot, but are you?
Wait,
Do you like a certain kind of thing? Human spirits, others?
The Ouija's,
Hey, Noel.
the board, yeah.
Christina reads cards.
Yes, I do that. I do read cards on
Is
Wednesdays.
it bad cards or is it like tarot?
Well, there's no
cards?
such thing as bad cards. It's all about the energy you put into it.
Yeah,
Hey,
no, and my cards are fairly nice because I write most of the cards myself, and they're more guidance cards, so they're not, bad.
I subscribe to you. Yep, I subscribe to
And Noel?
everybody.
Hey, Noel.
Yes, sorry.
I love the fact that you're rocking that Special Olympics shirt.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, because I'm a
Why?
big supporter of the Special Olympics.
Are you serious?
Oh yes, because our three boys, of course, are special needs.
But what is they? Well, can I ask? What is they have a disability? Can I ask? I'm sorry.
Two of them have autism, Tony and Manny. Manny is severely autistic. He's in bed right now. And then Cody is intellectually disabled.
Oh. I have a learning disability and a talking disability.
You know what? But you know what? You're still wonderful.
Thank you. Yeah.
So don't never let anybody take that away from you. Here, with family.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, my son used to stutter a lot when he was
really.
He doesn't now. He went to years and years of speech therapy.
Do you have
I used to stutter when I was younger as a child dealing with Tourette syndrome, but I grew out of that part of it.
A Discord.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
Put your Discord in the chat so that everybody can come by and check you out. Partridge Family Prospecting said, we have 2 autistic kids that are almost adults.
Put your Discord in a chat.
And you know what? We have 2 adult boys with actually 3 adult boys with special needs. If you look at our videos, you'll see that there's times that they go with us on our paranormal journeys.
Mm-hmm. I gotta ask Janet, what part of Western New York was that group in? Because I heard of one in our area that used to investigate here.
Yeah.
And Noel,
because I'm in Elmira, which is pretty much
what is your Discord?
My Discord?
Yes.
I don't have.
It's the same. Eddie and Jen, the vlogs.
Eddie and Jen, the what?
The vlogs.
Can I text you on it.
Yeah, but you know what the funny thing is? I hardly
Eddie and Jen and
the vlogs.
the
And Jen, Jenn, the vlogs.
the
And that's
Jamestown, yeah.
wait,
VLOGS. V as in Victor.
wait. Can you type it for me? Type it in chat, please.
Type it in the chat.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, and I can text them on Discord.
so yeah, anybody. That's why I love having the
Yeah, I don't do Discord.
special needs here in the chat. Also, I don't put them out there like that because you know they want to be private. You know, but just so we do have a small special needs community that come here because we treat you all like family because you are.
Thank you.
Do you have the and then some at the end of that one, Eddie?
On Discord, I don't
Or
think
is it just
Didn't say he had
Eddie and Jen's vlogs?
I think it's just Eddie and Jen the vlogs.
Okay. All right.
That's how I wrote it, right? Yes.
I see them. Oh, they're so cute. Your kids are so cute.
I know. As soon as I find no, I'm joking.
And you're from Ohio?
Yep.
Shit! I'm
too.
like
Me too.
I'm like 30 minutes from Jamestown, Janet.
What part of Ohio are you from?
Cleveland.
Oh, we're down the road from Akron.
That I know where that is. I know where that is.
Yeah, because
welcome back, Pancho.
Pancho, welcome back.
Pancho.
For a concert, but back
Was the concert good?
The concert was good.
Was it a short concert? They just got up there and said, dun, dun, dun. All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Have a good night, everybody. Did we chase Lou Rock off?
No, I'm right here.
He's here.
I have to turn my light off because I have lights out for me here.
Oh, okay.
And do you go anywhere? Do you go anywhere like to the fun meetups or groups?
Well,
yes.
We try to do everything, a lot of things as a family. There's a lot of times though that I go out on my own, you know, but everything that I do, a lot of them I do during the day.
Everything I do it for you.
And Eddie has gone to a few of those fan meetups now. You did.
Sure have.
I've gone to a few in my day.
Never been to a single one.
The meetups, I haven't. No, I have ever.
I don't do meetups.
I only did the meetup for when I went to meet James.
And yours Discord is Eddie Jen's the vlog.
Yep.
Is that your Discord? Like,
yeah.
Okay. I can add you right now.
Sure. For $1.95.
What was the name of the group, Janet? Because I'm wondering if it's the same group that used to be out here a few years ago. Because they have something on YouTube that they did over at the old Civil War prison camp.
By the way,
I can't remember the name, but it was something of New York or whatever.
Anybody in the chat, if you have a paranormal story that you would like to share, it could be about Bigfoot, it could be about UFOs, it could be something that you've seen on your way to work, it could be your mother-in-law, anything paranormal, bring it on up.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
I don't want nothing paranormal about my mother-in-law.
Excuse me, and it's not gonna. I typed it in. Not gonna work.
Huh?
See this.
You can't find it under that name?
Can't find
it? The Discord.
Did you make sure the spelling was correct? Is it
Yeah.
all one word or is it separated?
One word or separated?
Hold on, I'm gonna
Because Discord is one of those sites where you gotta be like very specific with the name searches.
Yes.
So if it's like
App?
one letter off
App?
or
Wait, app. I think
it's an answer stamp.
app.
The app.
App. It's an app.
Yeah, this is what I'll do. I'm going on it now. I'll get the I'll put it in the chat. As soon as it comes up, I'll copy paste and I'll put it in the chat.
I
The
just shared
You
this
can't
out.
be any more boring to me, treasures.
Do you know that girl?
That
PDX.
yes,
PDX Paranormal.
I do.
Yes.
Yes, Emmy. Yes, I do.
How do you actually know her?
I've known Emmy for I want
A
to say
long time?
8 years.
8 years?
Uh-huh. When we first started YouTube, she was one of 7 people that we met when we first started.
And then do you like her content?
Nah, not really.
Not really. Not
Everybody on this panel has a different view of her.
yes.
Okay. We
I'm
all.
joking.
I'm not.
But
Because I'm there with whether he was joking or not. I'm not joking about it because we had problems in the past. So, but
Same, right
everybody
now,
has a
yeah.
different opinion about them. So there's no one set like everybody thinks differently of it. Eddie loves everybody, and I'm a little more particular about the people I hang out with. So, yeah.
And
I'm a little particular too.
Yeah.
Same,
So
same
I
with
love
me too.
everybody too. I'm just like Eddie. I love everybody.
Right. I love
well,
Emmy.
you love me, so you must not be too particular.
And can you tell me, like, me and her had a bunch of problems. I don't want to say.
Yeah, we won't discuss those here.
Okay.
That's why I'm biting my tongue. So,
Okay.
I mean, they're different with everybody, is what I'm saying. They're different people with different,
Yeah, we're a positive stream.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm not opening that can or going down that rabbit hole. So
I'm so sorry, but I have to say that. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Yeah,
R and R.
we you have the right to love and anyone you want.
Right. YouTube.
There's my Discord right there.
I can't see it on the Zoom chat.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's in the YouTube chat, honey. So you can grab the link.
It's right in the YouTube chat.
I got like an itch
Okay,
in my
I
ear.
got it.
Do you think that the stuff that I got for my dog to clean her ears out, the liquid, you think I could wash my ears out with the same stuff?
Read the label.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Is it safe for humans?
If it'll go in my dog's ear, it should be safe enough to go in my ear.
It's mostly stuff. Solutions like that is primarily hydrogen peroxide anyway, which is what I use to flush out my ears sometimes. So, but read the label. If it says hydrogen peroxide on it, it should be safe for humans and pets.
And how did you guys get into
Ask your local veterinarian, Lou.
how did you guys get into this
Paranormal?
Yes, it's interesting.
I was pretty much born into it. I kind of came into my gifts at a young age, and that's where it pretty much started for me. As far as like actual paranormal activity, that started later in my life where I started actually noticing, recognizing, and was old enough to realize what was going on. But I'm what you would call, for lack of a better term, psychic medium. I've been communicating with spirits since I was 5 years old. So that was the beginning of my whole paranormal experiences. And then later in life, I started experiencing actual events that You know, I've seen 5 apparitions in my life, and had several occasions where I came across other entities and things like that. But yeah, it started when I was a child for me.
Partridge family was wondering if Boomer, Lou, and Christina can put your links in the chat.
Yes.
Your YouTube, and me too. Can I put my link in this chat? My YouTube channel.
Wait a minute, do you have a channel?
Yes. Yes.
You know what? Put your link in too.
Yes. I do too.
We're all you gotta do is click on our names.
That was me.
Okay, I put mine. There's Lou. Boomer. Are they blue? Oh yeah, everybody's blue, so they should be able to click on you.
Did y'all know that there's a
That's
red?
mine.
The red moderator is the one that can make changes, right?
That's mine.
Yep.
Hey Donna, what's up? How are you?
That's mine.
This is yours?
Yes. Jesus cross.
Hey, who's this? Who's this Cody Vlogs Adventure person? I know him.
Noel, that's my son Cody. He has the channel also.
Really? Where's him? Andrew? Where does he have?
Oh, Cody Vlogs Adventure. That's one of Ed and Jen's sons.
That's our oldest son, Cody.
Wait, Andrew is.
Oh, Cody's the oldest? I thought Manny was the oldest. I had that backwards.
Cody. Manny's the baby.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It's Cody, Tony, and the man.
Oh.
And
I had that completely backwards.
And what do he actually do?
Wrong that I know what that stuff is.
Yeah, on his channel.
He has a lot of TikTok.
Oh, TikTok.
Yep, so he does a lot of TikTok, and then and the same thing on his YouTube channel also.
I'm going to sleep. Okay, Froggy, have a good sleep.
Okay, so we got the Partridge family.
Partridge family. I don't know who that is. I don't know who this.
Partridge family. If you have a channel, put your link in also.
What is Noel's channel called?
Yeah, what is your channel, Noel?
I did.
I don't.
What's your YouTube name, honey?
Stinky N.
Huh?
Stinky N. I just.
Yeah,
Right
just
there.
say anything in the chat and we could see
Right
you.
there. That red.
That red.
Red thing.
Good night, Lunatic Froggy.
Lunatic, have a great night. Thank you so much for coming in.
Wait, is that your son, Andrew?
No, and Cody.
Wait, where is his?
His vlog adventure is their son.
Where's the link? Oh yeah, Cody. Okay. I am on YouTube. Yes, I am.
Okay, because I'm trying to find it.
See if she did in the chat. She did it in the chat.
I don't. Is it on the chat? And
Yes, in the web.
it's not on the chat. Where is it? Oh, in the red right there. Okay. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, that's Tired Chimera.
Yes, I do have a channel. Do you see it?
No.
AKA is Noel, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
How can I copy this?
You have to use. Do you have the?
What you gotta do is just say hello in the YouTube chat again.
Yeah, say hello in the
And
YouTube
then-
chat, and then we'll get it.
Well, I'll go on your channel and I'll pull it
This
up.
is it. Did you see it?
All right, I'll drop a link in there. She's tired Chimera.
Okay,
That's not
got it.
All right.
Stinky N.
Tired
I
Chimera.
got her.
I don't. Noelle's not tired.
Oh, that's
No.
not you.
That's not me.
Oh, that's not you.
No.
You're not the
I'm like,
red.
no, I have tired. I
What
know
did
she
you say? Okay.
Tired knows me, so I'm like,
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's somebody different then.
If Noel, if you comment in the chat on YouTube, if you like say hello,
Joe, have a
then-
great night.
then we can see your name easier.
I think you
Hi, Chimera.
blocked me.
I did.
Yeah. I don't
I thought I heard her say that she was AKA.
think you.
And I'm like, oh, well, that's tired. And she goes,
So we didn't.
Can I
okay.
post it over here?
Put it in the chat here, and I'll put it in the
Yeah. Yeah,
link.
put it on the Zoom chat then.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Love, how are you?
Good,
honey?
Danny?
There.
Pops.
There.
Oh man.
Oh, okay. I will put that in the chat.
Yes, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And your son's TikTok is what?
His TikTok is Cody Blogs Adventures.
And how old is him? I don't wanna
Cody is what?
He's 30.
30?
he's 30.
32.
32?
30.
Mm-hmm.
Is he 32? Is that your youngest or your oldest?
He's the oldest. Our youngest is Manny.
He's almost as old as my son.
He'll be 32 this year.
Oh yeah, I have seen him. Okay. Now I know who your son is. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just
No, don't be sorry. Be yourself.
Jason wants to know who is Inky. Tell them.
Okay, so I got her YouTube channel too. That you could type the @ and it will give it to you, but if you can't, Everyday Treasure. Thank you so much.
Oh, I see it now.
yes, that is.
Stinky N5963.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Sorry for the confusion.
There
That's,
we go.
that's okay.
I was trying to understand what she was saying, and yeah.
And now we got you, Stinky. Well, I'd rather call you Noel, because you're not. Are you Stinky? Do you Stinky?
No.
No?
No.
No, I'm playing with you, Noel.
Yes, of course. I know.
Okay, so we do have you. And thank you very much, Everyday Treasures, for doing that. That is why I give so many people a wrench.
Yankee Kyle.
Yankee Cow, how are you doing?
Holy shit, that's a name I ain't seen in a minute.
Discord. Is your son on
Well,
Discord?
guys, I gotta get going to bed because I get up at 4 o'clock every morning and I am beat.
Hey, thank
Have
you.
a great night, Lou.
For coming in. Hey, come in.
Catch you later, bro.
Thank you for having me up here. Noel, it was really nice meeting you.
You too.
And everybody else have a great night. Jen, have a good night. Thank you for having me up.
It's a pleasure's ours, bro. Thank you. Come up anytime you want.
Love you guys.
Hey, we love you.
Here, hun.
And me
Later.
too.
See you in 3 months, Lou.
See you in 3 months, bub.
So Noelle asked a question before, and I'm sorry we didn't get to it, but Noelle. So how I got into the paranormal. my mother passed away. I moved to Long Island. I saw that weird animal, and then I wanted to try to talk to my mother to see, you know, if there is a better place, if anything's worth it, you know.
Yeah.
And I started watching a whole bunch of YouTube videos. And before I even really had time for it to sink in, my son's school called me. He was in middle school, and they said he's talking to things that aren't there. And so I asked him, and he's like, well, there was a bird that talked to me. I'm like, okay. I said to the teacher, did you see the bird? And she's like, no, but he's too old to have imaginary friends. So, you know, I took him to the therapist, and the therapist was like, there's nothing wrong with him, but the school didn't want to take him back into the school until, you know, we figured out why exactly he was talking to animals. So I said, you're seeing animal spirits. I said, we're going to go. And I took my son, he was about 10. I gave him a camera, and I took a camera, and we went to the most known haunted location in Long Island where we lived, and we filmed the whole day. And when we got home and we reviewed the film of all the disembodied voices, rocks being thrown at us, he caught a little figure that had antlers on an apparition, and so a whole bunch of other stuff. And he was like, oh, yeah, that's like the little guy I see. Oh, okay, so it's just ghosts. And he was fine after that. But I was like, there's just ghosts walking around. And that's how I got into the paranormal, because then I was like, I want to know about this.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that.
There was no indication of it before that, though. Like he's never come to you saying that he sees things or anything before the school called on.
He was a quiet kid.
Okay, yeah.
And he played his games and stuff, and he would talk all the time. I was thinking in his headphones to the PlayStation. I didn't know, you know, he was talking to an animal too randomly that was sitting in his room. He actually has a silver fox as his spirit guide, and I think that's because he told me there was a fox. He told me there was a bird that would talk to him. And I think mostly like the fox is his animal guide. The bird was just hanging out, I guess, you know, but he could talk to animal spirits, which is rare, you know.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
We lost your Noelle, you lost your sound, sweetheart.
Ellie,
Okay, now we hear you.
Okay.
hear me now?
Hi, Kevin.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. honey.
How did he actually talk to them? Talk to animals? Spirits?
They started talking to him. He started answering them. When you're young like that, you know, you're more open to the paranormal. So he was just, and he thought it was normal. And when the school was like, this is not normal, and really made him feel bad, he got really upset. And then once I explained to him, no, it's just spirits. They passed away. They just want to talk to you. I said, talking to the animal ones are okay. If there's any kind of older ones, or, you know, I want you to tell me, you know. But he was highly protected because he had the fox. So it wasn't like, you know, I mean, a few things followed him from the school, but, you know, for the most part, it was okay.
I've never ever seen anything in my life. I never.
Well, take it as a blessing.
Yeah.
Right.
Right, because like the school right away went to my son's crazy. And then when I sent him back to school with the notes saying there's nothing wrong with him, if you don't take him back into school, I'm going to sue you. And they're like, no, we want him to go to a hospital. I said, I don't care what the fuck you want. If I would have took him to the therapist and the therapist said he needed to go to the hospital, then I would take him to the hospital. But he doesn't need to go to the hospital, right? So, but he was totally fine after that. But I said, if they ever ask, just tell them. Your mother's a paranormal investigator, and sometimes I bring home ghosts. And sorry, you didn't realize that, they were ghosts. Fuck them. Like, I don't care. And, but they never asked him. He never brought it up. And he was fine after that. Like, literally just fine. Like, only recently he asked me, I would like to kind of talk to them again, because he really shut it off after that. He was like, okay, that's what it is. And now I'm not going to, do it anymore,
Oh,
Down.
your music.
Why is it
Your mic keeps going out.
Yeah.
shutting down?
Huh?
Why is he shutting down?
What?
Well, it's not that he shuts down, he blocks,
Yeah, he
some
blocked.
people are so busy.
You can block your, if you have abilities, you can like block them because, you can do that. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to seem crazy or whatever. And you could shut it down. And the guides, your spirit guides, will respect that, and they'll keep the others out. So he put his blockers on, and that was it. He still could see though, because when we went to with Danny, we went to a where the Stranger Things, where they got the idea for Stranger Things. We went to the actual camp where they got the idea for Stranger Things. And we were walking, and all of a sudden, I see something out of the corner of my eye. I spin, and my son was like, "Did you see it?" And I'm like, "Barely. I saw something dart into the bush." He's like, "It was a soldier. He was wearing this." I think he told you, Boomer, remember? And we looked up what kind of soldier it was. Yeah, he saw it full blown. He could describe it. I mean, I just saw it.
Yeah,
dart.
I think we determined based on what he described, it was either Korea or Vietnam era
Yeah.
soldier based on what he was describing. Because they changed their uniforms toward the end of the Korean War. The army changed their uniforms going into the beginning of the Vietnam War. And what he described sounded like that transitional era of between Korea and Vietnam. So
This.
Yeah, it's super interesting. So he'll still see things. But he doesn't like talk to them or hear them like he used to.
yeah.
I added you on the Discord, Eddie.
Okay.
I added you.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that. And we added you on our subscriber list.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Pam.
Our paranormal story, and before I say it, hello there, Pam. Sam, let me acknowledge you, or Sam. I said Sam.
Acknowledge me.
And Swamp Dog Overload Adventures, thank you for being here.
Acknowledge me.
Now, our paranormal story is kind of different, but at the same time, it ends the same.
Oh.
Our stories are different because we've had two different things happen to us at two different times, but then one thing that happened to us all together. What I mean by that is my first paranormal experience started in 1984, to the death of my first wife. My wife's paranormal experience started
Childhood.
during childhood. And then what brought us together was, I think it was fate, because we met each other under weird circumstances, but we
Three
both
times in one day.
3 times in one day, but we both had the same interest.
That was a paranormal experience in itself, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Meeting 3 times in one day.
And you didn't know each other?
No.
I'd say the same I'd be like, "Are you stalking me? What the?"
You know,
She actually asked him that.
Probably, because I'd be the first. Are you like, what the hell, dude?
After we got married, I introduced her before we got married, I introduced her to my grandmother, and my grandmother told us that we was going to be together for a long time.
Before she passed away.
Before she passed away. And look at us now, 28 years later. She wasn't lying.
Mm-hmm. And she's looking after you, Grandma, still probably.
She sure is.
She's like, the hell I'm gonna be wrong. You people are gonna be together forever.
Everyday Treasure said, me and Eddie see more ghosts because we're old. Mama Rock said, just so you know, I did not step out. My Zoom crashed because of an update and it's still not loading yet. Wow. That's okay because we're getting ready to shut it down anyway in another 10 minutes.
Yeah, I gotta get to bed for Manny.
Can you tell me what's your
Huh?
story?
To tell you our story?
Yes.
Well, first of all, here's my son, Tony. Say hi, Tony.
Tony, how are you?
I'm doing great. I have subscribed to you.
Oh, you subscribed to her?
Yep.
Okay.
You're welcome.
So thank you.
Yep. And he's autistic. Okay. My story, well, I'll tell you a story that we both had. When we were living in Akron, we used to live at a house that was behind a cemetery. Actually, we lived, the cemetery was behind our house. And we had some of the most, actually, the crazy thing that happened was when we lived on Krause.
Yeah, but that house on Cole Avenue was door slamming.
Yeah, and that's the funny thing. We lived, there was a cemetery behind our house. Almost every night, you would hear doors slamming, people walking, people talking, and
Knocking at the door and it'd be no one.
yeah, people knocking at the door and nobody's there. And that's crazy.
Mm-mm.
And at the time, we didn't really put two and two together because we kind of lived in a hood. Okay, so you can, go on anywhere with that,
Yeah.
and so I took it as that, it's the hood, anything's gonna happen with anything.
Well, that's why the spirits are so active in the hood, because they can mask their activity with the hoodlums in the hood. So they get blamed. Like, yeah, we're gonna go knock on Eddie's door and he's gonna blame the neighborhood kids.
Right.
When I was in Long Island, I called it the drama cemetery. There was a cemetery smack dab in the middle of this block, houses on one side, houses on the other. And I'm like, I'm dying to knock on these people's door and be like, does anything go on over here? Like that you live, with the cemetery, you could see it in your backyard. Like, and they don't have big fences. They would just wire fence. You could see right through the cemetery. And I'm like, who the hell would live there? You ain't catching me living there.
Well, that's kind of how these cemeteries are set up. There's houses, dwellings all around the cemeteries here.
Tell me your story about this here, this house.
Huh? The house? Well,
Yeah.
first of all, before I say anything, Donna Cantor, thank you so much for being here. Have a great night.
Well, thank you.
Good night, Donna.
And the house is still standing to this day.
No one could stay.
No one can stay in there no longer than 2 months.
Oh, I'm moving. I'll buy that for $1.
And if it's super cheap.
At the time it was, because it was what, a 6-bedroom house?
If it's less than $550 a month, I'll move in tomorrow.
Well, it was $800 a month, but it was 6 bedrooms and 2.5 baths.
Oh, let's see. That would leave me $150 to eat on. Yeah, okay, I can work on that.
All you need is a roommate, 6 bedrooms.
$675 a month. But that was like a 2001? 2000?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
That's when Manny was born, because that's where we lived.
Right.
Did you guys found it out? What is it? Banging.
We found out.
I guarantee you, if I signed a 5-year lease with them, they would go for $600 a month.
Oh, how did you find it?
If I guaranteed I'd be there for at least 5 years, I'm sure they'd go for $600 a month. Because I'd love to live in a place like that.
You want to know how did we find out?
We don't really know exactly because we moved out.
Right, we moved out. We moved out because of our boys. Well, actually, and our daughter, Des. Because of the kids, we had to move out of there.
Well, the area was
Right.
bad. Moved
Right,
because
that
of
was the other.
safety.
Yeah, because like I said, we were living in the hood, and usually when you live in the hood, something's always up to no good. So,
Well, you might have been safe there because the spirits might be keeping out the hoodlums. I mean, spirits knocking at the door. Who cares?
very true.
Yeah, spirit's not gonna rob your shit.
Yeah.
No, they'll just misplace it, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is what they did. They would misplace our keys or something that we're looking for. It's like they knew we were going to be looking for this stuff, and the stuff would be misplaced.
Right, Shelly? I'd move in a heartbeat.
But it's so cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
because I'm sure the area is still a little, they didn't clean it up that much that it's like,
No, they sure didn't.
Yeah.
Let's see, this house on this side is what? There used to be an old, cranky old man who was
Right
a
on,
hoarder.
right on the left.
And he's gone, and the house is abandoned. I don't even know if they tore that house down or not. The
What?
last time we were there, it was boarded up and tore up.
House.
Huh?
What house?
Oh, that
The
was
house that
neighbor.
was next door to us, on the left side of us. On the
Yeah.
right side of us, that house was still standing because those people,
It was a family.
yeah, it was a family that was living there. So, but
He said he's gonna email you tomorrow.
yeah, email me.
You know what you gotta do? Because maybe the landlord's the same. You gotta ask the landlord, hey, if nobody's living there, I want to do an investigation there during the day. Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, that would be fun.
That's how we met Dolls Dolly.
Yes, that's how we met Octavian. That's in the chat. That's Dolls Dolly's son.
We met
Oh.
them investigating their house.
Yeah.
And
As a matter of fact, Octavian, don't you got school tomorrow? Does Dolls Dolly know you up? I'm telling on you. No, I'm not gonna tell on you. But you better hope your mom don't see this chat, because when she see it, she gonna be like, Octavian, what time did you go to bed?
I got a question for you, Eddie. Did you guys have any activity in the place you lived in Ohio at all before you went back to Texas?
The last place, no,
I
because
was
we
living
stayed
with
with
my
my
mom.
mom. Right.
I was off for the 6 months before we came back to Texas. So no, it was pretty.
Yeah, it was pretty quiet. Well, other than my brother-in-law coming and making noise. But
Yeah, brother-in-laws can be paranormal on their own.
right, but other than that, we really, as a matter of fact, we just went out and we venture out. We would hook up with Ghost Mafia. We had a lot of, actually, that was big fun back then.
Oh, we just want to know if any of us have investigations on our channels, live investigations, or
Yes, we do. They're old.
we haven't done
But-
them lately.
But as a matter of fact, I just said it today. I told Jen, I said, you know what? We need to do a live paranormal investigation. A ghost went
I went to the cemetery, but that was the most recent. But I have a lot of footage that I caught,
Eddie.
spirits and all sorts of stuff. It's called the Paranormal Exploration. So if you go to my channel, just hit the Paranormal Exploration playlist and you can find a whole bunch of stuff. 7 years worth about. So yeah, I figured out, like, I have only 200 videos less than I have subscribers. I have like 1,650 videos and 1,850 subscribers. So I got a lot of videos.
That is a lot.
I used to have a lot until I lost the other channel and started this one.
Oh, what was you saying, Noel?
I was saying, like, can you hear me?
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
yes.
So, like, I was just saying, have you got to these touched by one? Have you got touched by one? Have you got?
I have.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I believe we have. And I know for a fact our son Manny has, quite a few times, which is why, and again, a lot of our stuff we do it during the day, because I'm not going to put the boys in no kind of danger or anything like that. And to me, and just my own opinion, some spirits or spirits in general just don't
Right.
have time.
Yes. I pretty much get touched on a daily basis. Shut up, Shelly. I have at one time I had 9 that I had names of. I have at least at any one time 9 to 12 what I refer to as my residential spirits, the ones that are always here hanging around, and the 5 of them who I have communicated to. The 2 younger ones is the ones I've dealt with more than any of the others, because the others kind of pretty much keep themselves. And so the one, her name's Sarah. When I first discovered her, it was before I started sleeping upstairs. I always slept downstairs on the couch, and every night it felt like there was somebody like playing with my hair, like somebody running their fingers through my hair or something, or and it would wake me up, and I'd wake up and like, what's going on? And then I'd fall asleep again, and I'd feel what felt like fingers on the top of my head playing with my hair. And so I did a little investigation with some apps to establish contact with whatever was here, and I discovered 2 young ones. I have spirits from the age 7, which is Sarah, up to adults in their 40s here. So Sarah and Billy were always the more active ones. They were the younger. Sarah was 7 and Billy's 11. And then there's a family of 3. For some reason, in my 1-bedroom apartment, there's a family of 3 in the kitchen that don't want to leave. And then there's the others that just kind of hang around. They're just always here. Then I get the sporadic spiritual traffic. I guess I have a portal somewhere or something. I don't know. But they use my apartment as, their travel to, I guess, cross over or whatever. So there's always some kind of activity going on, and I'm always bumping into something. You know what I'm saying? Walking downstairs, I feel like I'm going through this electrified cobweb. Sometimes that's the sensation you get when you walk through spirit energy and stuff like that. So yeah, I've been touched.
Yeah.
And not just by myself.
My most recent, I was actually on a live stream. Boomer, I was on your live stream, wasn't I? And right before that, I was on another live stream. But anyway, so in between the 2 live streams, or was I on Eddie's and then we went to yours, Boomer? Anyway, someone was talking to me in my ear, and I was like, okay, whatever. And I wasn't really paying attention to them because we were on live stream. So I think we were on yours, Eddie, and then we got off of yours. I went to the bathroom, and then we went to Boomer's. And I got on Boomer's panel, and I'm like, okay, I was in the bathroom, and someone pulled my hair. And he's like, no, you probably just leaned on it. I'm like, no, Boomer. Yeah,
that was on my I says, what did you do? Sit on your hair when you
No, because my hair's not that long. But I was leaning forward to get the toilet paper. So I was leaning forward. My head wasn't, and someone literally yanked on my head and was like, what in the hell? The bathroom is nobody's allowed in the bathroom. Like, I was like, you need to wait outside. Pulled my hair, like yanked on it.
Swamp Dog, have a great night. Thank you for being here. And Little Patty, have a great night.
Eddie.
Yes, ma'am.
How is somebody yanked on her hair? That's crazy.
Oh, they have ways.
Right.
Yep. She really wanted
do
to get
things.
my attention, you know. And then after I finished Boomer's
I-
live stream, I'm like, okay, now what do you want? You know? And
I gotta address this real quick because I don't want anybody getting any wrong information here. What Beth puts up, I don't know if she's serious or just joking, but she said
they're all joking.
Boomer has worked with the police. No, I have not. I've never done that, so don't get the wrong idea. I don't go out doing missing persons with the police. Now, I have in the past worked with individuals about missing people cases that they've come to me with, which have panned out to something. But I never ever directly worked with the police on any specific cases. But there was one case involving a missing person in Australia that one of my subscribers brought to my attention a few years ago. And I did do an self investigation, an investigation on my own through, internet searches and things like that, and using my gifts, I guess you could call them. And I panned that out. How often am I serious? Yeah, well, I just want to make sure people don't get the wrong idea about it. That's all. I know you joke a lot, but it did bring up, three cases that I did an investigation on my own. One, I contacted the family and gave them gave them the information I was receiving and stuff like that, which turned out it had a good turnout, but it wasn't correct what I was giving them. Because a month after I talked to the aunt, who was the guardian of this missing individual, it was a month or a couple weeks after that, she ended up coming back home. What had happened, she had ran away to her boyfriend's or something, was gone for a couple months. And what happened on that was I had two cases colliding together, giving me different information on, each different case. Some of it fit the one I was focused on, but there was another case, information started coming to me about another case that has yet been solved. So that was the misconception on that one. I stirred up a family for no reason because there was some miscommunication going on. That was the first time I ever actually injected myself into a investigation, real live investigation of a missing person. And the second one was a missing Marine in Texas. And I started getting information about that one. I never contacted the family the moment I started getting information, and I was working on that one for over a month. Well, by the end of the month, they did an update, and the guy was found with a self-inflicted GSW to the head in this area of a park near a waterway. And I saw all that, and I didn't bother mentioning it to nobody. So after that I stopped messing with cold cases. The one that did turn out that they ended up 2 months later on the Australian case. 2 months later they found the person, or a few months later, they did find the person they were looking for in the area. I told this other individual that brought it to my attention, I told her, well, this is where they'll find them. And I was doing a live stream one time, and she came into my chat and said, yep, guess what? That's where they found him. They found him right where you said he was going to be. Mm-hmm. And so they weren't what I would call the I don't want to use the word legitimate. They weren't sanctioned investigations per se with, you know, because I didn't involve myself with the police and stuff like that. I just basically talked to this person that brought this case to me, and that one turned out being spot on with it. They end up finding the guy. What it was, a fisherman happened to come across them when he was fishing in this particular area that was his favorite place to fish. And when I heard the update, and they in the update to describe the area and all that, and it turned out to be exactly what I was seeing in my head when I see, I saw the area in my head and I knew approximately where, because in the first report they reported where they found his abandoned truck. It was in a parking lot of this park in Texas somewhere. So the first thing I did is I went to that on Google Earth. And from there, and then as soon as I brought that up, this image came to me. I saw the guy slumped with his back against a tree, hands down to his side, and I saw a handgun laying next to him. And that's exactly how they described it in the report when the body was discovered.
Wow.
It was like this little peninsula area near a lake or some body of water, you know, on this little peninsula away from the park, you know, off from, you know. But yeah, so that's when I stopped doing investigate. I stopped involving myself in missing persons and stuff like that, because on two accounts, one account I was wrong, and the other account I was right but didn't say nothing. So it kind of discouraged me from ever getting involved with them again. So I don't do missing persons anymore.
Well, I can understand why. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Urban Ghost Hunters, how are you doing? Welcome to the chat.
Acknowledge me.
I'm sorry, but we are actually getting ready to shut it down. What do you guys got going on this week? Boomer, start with you.
The only thing that's an actual plan is on my DLive channel, I do karaoke Fridays afternoon, and I was doing Saturday early evenings, but I think I'm gonna drop that one because now we're last night was our season debut of Fam's Talk again with Mama Rock. So we're going to be doing that on Mama Rock's channel coming up on Saturday. So I'm not doing anything on my own for that day because it's just too much for me to do 2 live streams in one day. So Friday and Saturday is all I have plans.
Urban Ghost Hunters, I gave you a blue wrench. Do me a favor and put your channel link in so that everybody can come by and check you out. Go by and just hit that spam that like button on Urban Ghost Hunters. Go by and spam that sub button. Show them some love right there. Christina, how about you? What you got going on?
Well, you know, I always have a video Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Some kind of video. Saturday is usually music. Sundays, paranormal experiences. Friday is spooky story night. So there's always a spooky made-up story. Tuesdays, whatever the heck I feel like. Wednesday and Thursday, I go live. So Wednesday we always read cards. Thursday we either do like spiritual learning, chitty chat, or games, depending on how Mary and I feel, because Mary and I do that Thursdays together on both channels. So
Cool.
but you can go to my channel anytime. You will find a video. Like I said, I have over 1,600 videos. There's crafting, there's cooking, there's paranormal, there's songs, like I make music, stories. Sinister Sunday's a really good one. There's paranormal stories, paranormal history.
She's a Jacqueline of all trades.
A Jacqueline of all trades, yeah.
That's what I used to say. I was a master of what was it? Master of all trades, but
No, you're a jack of all
Jack
trades.
of all trades, master of none.
a master of being a jack. That's about it.
I'm a master at being a jackass.
I'm taking a look at Urban Ghost Hunters channel. They have a really nice channel. I'm going to be checking out some of their videos. You guys get a chance, go by, check them out. Yeah, definitely go by, check them. Are you guys going to be doing anything new pretty soon? As a matter of fact, Urban Ghost, I'm going to email you sometime this week. We're going to
Subscribe already to him.
right. If you, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely email and talk to you guys, if you don't mind. I definitely want to talk to you because I'm checking out your video. Y'all got some really good videos. So yeah, go by and check them out. It seems like the most recent video you have is 3 years ago. Are you guys still together?
They might be doing shorts.
Yeah, go by, check them out. They got some really nice videos. As a matter of fact, I was just there. I'll put their link in myself.
Janet says, I subscribe to all of you. Even me? Really? Janet, thank you so much.
Janet's awesome. She is awesome. So
A while back, I did a reading for her. I can't remember what it's about because I forget them after I do them. But
that's their channel right there. Urban Ghost Hunters. I just put it in there. So if you guys get a chance, go by, check them videos out. I want to thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you to my guests, Boomer D and Christina and Son Ghost Squad, along with Lou Rock and Mama Rock. I also want to give a shout out to Janet Sarlo, Everyday Treasures, Mama of an Angel. That's Shelly and Cassie, Noel. Thank you so much for being here. Octavian, we love you, bro. Tell your mom and dad we say hello. We love them. Let's see, who else did we miss? Partridge Family. Go by, check them out. Make sure you guys also put your links in. Do that for me also. Sorry about that. Do that also. Yankee Cow, thank you so much. Swamp Dog, Overland Adventures. Thank you so much, Little Patty. Adventures with Beth. Yankee Kyle. Diane G. Did I just say Yankee Cow? Oh, I'm that you can tell I'm old. I'm repeating myself. Thank you. And if I missed anybody, I do apologize. I meant no disrespect for that. But I appreciate you guys so much. Also, thank you, Kelly Lavoie. Love you. I love you, all my members. If you would like to be a member, just cost you a couple bucks. That's all a month to be a member. And we appreciate that, but you don't even have to. Just come by. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, become part of the family. It's free, and we love to have you. And you never know who I'm going to have up here next. So again, thank you, Boomer. Thank you, Christina.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you, everybody in the chat. Michelle Wonfon, almost forgot.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you, Michelle, also for being here. And Till next time, you guys stay blessed. I will see you, hopefully, God's willing, next weekend.
Much love. Keep it real.
Keep it real. Oh, and Joyful Steph, I almost forgot about you. Thank you so much. Have a great night, everybody. Oh, and I almost forgot. All my Facebook groups, you know who you are. There's so many of you. Thank you so much. We do appreciate you. And we are coming from the great state of Texas here in San Antonio. So until next time, stay